Hello YouTubers, on today's video we'll be fixing some vegetable beef soup. The ingredients I'm going to be using is beef chunks, mushrooms, tomato paste, diced tomatoes, celery, chopped onions, chopped leeks, chopped garlic, carrots, and then also I've added frozen cauliflower, frozen sweet corn, frozen green beans. I've used beef broth. You can add the amount to your liking. The spices, and again, this is to your own liking as well, but I use bay leaves, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and then I put in a little bit of red pepper. That's something that you may choose to do or not to do.
So to start, I've got my pan already started to heat up a little bit. And just add a little bit of oil into it. And we're going to add some of our beef chunks. Pan a little bit too hot. Now we're not going to worry too much about anything that sticks on the bottom of the pan. That's going to be good for it because all that's going to turn into flavor for it. And I want to make sure that everything is totally seared on all sides of this meat.
At this time, I'm going to be adding the rest of my ingredients. I've also added some beef broth, or not beef broth, but beef bouillon flavoring to the soup as well to make it a little bit richer. As far as the beef broth, I started out by putting in about 2 containers, and I've since beefed that up, if you don't mind the pun, to 4 and even 6 containers. That's what gave me so much to consume over the rest of the week, and it's a good thing that I had that larger pot to be able to handle that much soup.
Well, soup's been on there for about a half an hour. It looks like she's coming along pretty good. Stir it up. I'm going to let her stay on high until it starts to come to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, I'm going to kick it back down to maybe a low, and then eventually down to a simmer, and I'll let it sit there for a while. Probably cook it simmer for at least a half an hour, maybe an hour, and then we'll check it out. Well, we've probably given it another hour, hour and a half, and I took a little taste of it. Needed something more, but always whenever I make these soups, the first time never tastes quite as good as after I've let it set overnight and reheated it. But anyway, I added some broccoli to it, and I'm going to put in a can of stewed tomatoes. Give it a little bit more body, and I'm going to also add some more pepper to it. I think salt-wise, I'm doing pretty good. So I'm just going to mix that in, and we're going to let her simmer for a little while longer. And so I did test it, and the carrots seemed a little bit tough yet. So we'll kick it up just a notch, and we'll see how she does. And we'll check back a little bit later. Well, the soup's been simmering now for several hours, and I checked. The vegetables are all soft now, or tender. Meat's nice and tender. And I've added a little seasoning to it, and I think it's going to be pretty good. little taste there. A nice little carrot. Very good. It's very good. That's going to make some nice meals for the rest of the weekend and into the week.
So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And most of all, thanks for watching.